Shake Table Lab by Allison and Kylie Keating. Kylie and I knew we needed a plan, so we created a building sketch in the app Sketch. The sketch showed the total height, 36 centimeters, and the height of each floor, 18 centimeters. We changed our tower later, but this sketch made sure our dimensions were within the restrictions. Our first week of construction included a square base with our first supports. Our supports included 4 vertical straws in a square shape. Next, we made the tower 2 stories tall by connecting 4 new straws to our old ones. We also made the floor of our second story. Here, we added paper flooring and finished both the first and second floor, as well as the cross supports. We also began making the base for our third story. Finally, we completed the third floor and finished the triangular roof of our tower. The dimensions and measurements of our tower are shown in this construction sketch. The first floor is 18 centimeters, the second floor is 20 centimeters. Our total height is 36 centimeters. Kylie and I noticed that our tower got narrower as it got closer to the top. With a statics test, we tested the strength of our tower. This meant placing 4 sandbags on each floor. As we were building our tower, we tried to put in as much support as we could without breaking the straw limit. As a result, we added vertical straws to our cross supports. The strongest parts of our tower, in our opinions, were the double poles that supported the corners and the center of the triple straw cross supports that held up the tower. These areas were the most reinforced of our tower. Because our tower was wider than the straws, we had to tape extra straw bits to the ends of our cross supports. Very little was holding the straw bits to the cross supports, so in our opinions, it was the weakest part. Tape was used here to reinforce the tower structure. It also held the straws together, helping Kylie and me make a skeleton of our tower. We used a lot of tape during the building process. Extra supplies included extra straws, colored paper, and black marker for our roof. We also used pink construction paper for our floors. This video shows our tower shaking with 8 sandbags on each floor. Oh, it's really shaking now.
Oh, it's
This slow motion video shows our tower falling with 9 sandbags on each floor. The motion of our tower was shown in this XYZ graph. The Z-axis on this graph shows the up and down motion of our tower. The Y-axis on this graph shows the forward and backward motion. The X-axis shows the side-to-side motion. The scales on these 3 axes are different in range. We used a sensor to measure our shaking like they do in real shake tables. Kylie Keating shares her thoughts on this shake table lab in this interview.
Hello, my name is Kylie Keating, and these are my thoughts on Allison Young and I's Shake Table Tower. Our Shake Table Tower supported 16 sandbags, 8 on each floor. Therefore, it collapsed at 18 sandbags. Our building failed at the first level corners and cross supports. At 18 sandbags, our tower was flexing a lot, and finally, the weaker points, which were the corners, gave in to the weight of the sandbags. I think if I could have changed something about Allie and I's tower, I would put some straws underneath the first floor and strengthen the corners more, because the first floor is where our tower collapsed first. I learned that in order to live in a society that is an earthquake zone, you need to put a lot more thought into building a city. You can't just go for the looks on the outside of the buildings. You need to make sure it's sturdy to keep the people inside it safe. I also learned that you need to have a lot of extra supports and a wide base to get the mostly successful results. I really enjoyed being able to have the responsibility of building our own tower with our own ideas. I loved experimenting and brainstorming the best ideas to get the best results with my partner, Allie. Thank you.
Allison Yun shares her thoughts on the Shake Table Lab in this interview.
Hi, my name is Allison Yun, and these are my thoughts on Kylie Keating's and my Shake Table Tower. Our Shake Table Tower supported 8 sandbags on each floor for a total of 16 sandbags during the final test. Our building failed on the cross supports, which were very weak and were supported only by tape. If I could have changed something about my tower, I would put some straws below the first floor and to strengthen it, so the floors would not collapse. I would also change the cross supports so they would be more sturdy. I learned that triangles are very strong shapes and are the strongest for supporting a shaking building. I also learned that straws are actually stronger than you would think. I learned that to make a good tower that would stand in shaking, you need to have a wider base and a smaller top. What I enjoyed about this project was learning more about architecture that I never would have pursued if I hadn't done this Shake Table Lab. I also enjoyed brainstorming and making this tower with my friend Kylie.